Hey, what's up, guys? In this episode, I'm going to be making an antique coat rack with some old doorknobs, glass antique doorknobs. To make the base, I took a piece of pine that I got at the hardware store, and then I used a piece of cherry to put on top. I thought about using dimensional lumber, but I just didn't like what I was seeing. But as much as it killed me and pained me to paint a piece of cherry, I had it laying around, so it didn't really cost me anything up front. So then what I did was I needed to make it longer since my boards were only, I forget exactly what they were, like 8-9 inches. I needed to create a little bit more space to fit those hinge plates, the face plates to the hinges on the front of the board. So I put those pieces of poplar just as like a spacer because it would get hidden by the crown molding once I put that on. And I also thought it would help support the shelf on top, give it a little bit more support there. So just nailed that and glued that on. This is me laying out the crown molding. Kind of learned the right and wrong way to put it on. I was showing you there the wrong way. This is the right way. More detail of the crown molding should go at the bottom. And then what I used to put these together was like a CA glue that's two-part, has an activator in an aerosol spray can. So you just put the glue on, you spray the other side of the piece, and then once you join them together in 5 to 10 seconds, you pretty much have a secure joint and it won't come apart, which is really nice. Instead of you holding it there, getting the nailer, putting it in, and then it shifts. So as you can see right there, I tried to measure towards the end of my bench, which isn't what I was trying to do. So quickly found my mistake there. I use an oil-based primer just because I think that soaks into the wood a little bit better. Gives you a little bit more open time as well. So I primed the whole thing, then I went over and filled in on my nail holes with just some spackle. And then of course, lots of sanding. I put the first coat of I used a latex semi-gloss finish on, and I thought it just had a lot of brush strokes. And I was going for brush strokes a little bit to kind of go with the antique look, but it just looked like a lot. So then I went and got some of that flow draw and tried that, and I feel like it did help smooth it out a little bit. Most importantly, it gave it a little bit more time to work with. That's me trying to figure out stud placement and hinge placement and if they could line up. Ultimately, it didn't work out. I did do some blackout in the end of the plates where the keyhole is, so you don't see the white behind it. I test fitted a bunch of times the metal rod from the doorknob to get a nice snug fit, and then I just put some wood glue on it. Not that would really adhere to the metal, but just kind of snug it up even more and adhere to the outside of the wood. And I got some nice tiny little antique brass finish screws. They actually worked really nice. They looked pretty much like they came off the faceplate. And what I did for each of those doorknobs was I cut the metal rods that connect the two sides of the door. I cut them in half. So basically I had like an inch for each one to go into the wood. So I think it turned out pretty good. What I ended up actually doing for putting the board on the wall was using these big drywall anchors. That was like a 1/2-inch hole, and you push it through, and then there's like a nice rod on the back, and then it holds tight. They're rated for like a couple 100 pounds. They seem pretty strong too, so I used 2 of them. Seem pretty sturdy. It definitely looks nice. It was a lot of white, but it definitely looks good. In the last photo, you can see we put some stuff on top, and it really broke it up a little bit. I am thinking about doing some finish wax on it, but I want to wait till the paint cures, so I didn't do that yet. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll have more stuff coming out.